What's the latest polling looking like? Well, our friend Greg Price, friend of the program, he broke down the latest George Mason University Washington Post poll, which is always going to skew in the Democrats' favor.
Now the polls. And there's a shock, plus the voter roll scandal at the end.
Apparently, according to likely voters, they were asked if they would vote yes or no, and the responses were 52% yes, 47% no. Well, that's huge. Now, it's not good because yes wins in that poll, but it's huge that it's that close, especially considering that this poll is probably skewed in Democrats' favor and overrepresented. But here's the key element. A full 57% of voters said in the same poll that it's more important for congressional districts to reflect the political makeup of a state rather than benefit one political party.
Here's the key number. 57% say fair districts matter more than helping one party. That's huge, even in a poll that skews Democrats.
If that holds true, then you know exactly how tomorrow will go. Hopefully, what we need is about 10% of Democrats, just 10%, to step aside and say, yeah, this is wrong. This is not fair. This needs to stop.
If you're enjoying my reaction, hit like and subscribe for future ones.
We'll see. We'll cover it tomorrow. Well, Wednesday, when we get the results. Oh, meanwhile, one other small note about voting in this country. This is Harmeet Dillon. She's the Deputy Attorney General in charge of the Civil Rights Division. That includes voting. She's under fire right now because she's subpoenaing like 29 states who refuse to turn over their voter rolls to the Department of Justice because, of course, those voter rolls are full of people who are ineligible to vote. You know how they're always saying, you don't need to check citizenship for voters because we don't have any problems with non-citizens voting. Well, guess what? They're not willing to turn over their voter rolls so we can even investigate to see if non-citizens are voting. So they're saying that based on nothing. So here's what Harmeet Dillon had to say about that.
We're doing that to make sure that states are in compliance. And guess what? We found at least 350,000 dead people currently on the voter rolls in those jurisdictions.
350,000 dead people on voter polls. 25,000 people with no citizenship records referred to Homeland Security. That's why we need voter ID. That's why they don't want to show the polls.
And we've referred approximately 25,000 people with no citizenship records to the to Homeland Security to look at, dig into that further and see the extent to which people voted.
This is why we need the Save America Act. This is why we need to prove citizenship. And by the way, prove that you're alive when you register to vote and when you go to vote. Same thing. Prove you are who you say you are and prove that you're not a corpse. That's why we need it. That's what the Justice Department is trying to accomplish. And it's why we need Republicans to stand up